Hey guys, what's going on?
Hold on 1 second. Be right back. I got you, little son of a bitch. Or you little daughter of a bitch. I know. Woo! Bye-bye. What game do I want to play right now? Let's take a look at some games. Let's see if everything's working on the stream, alright? Alright. Where was the stream? Oh yeah, that's right. It was in let's see. Stream working okay? Yeah, it's working. Good. Let's play a game. What game do we play though? What game do we play? Let's see, I don't really want to play anything on the Xbox app. Nothing to play. Played Death Stranding. No. Nope, I already have it actually. I already have it on Epic. So let's go over to Epic real quick. Yeah. Actually, let's play the PC version of Saints Row. Earlier we played the Stadia version. So let's play the game on PC, see how much better it is. What are you doing? What are you doing? Babies? 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 Yeah. Good boy. Why is Epic being so slow today? Curse you, Epic Games! There we go. Okay. what to play. Do I have Saints Row downloaded? Move, dude. Move! Jesus. Jesus. Saints Row. Oh, I gotta download it. Damn. I mean, with my internet speed, it should download in a few minutes, actually. While we're waiting for it to download, I think I have some We have time.
Caused a little girl to kill herself
How you doing?
from being bullied on the internet.
Mothers out there that have young children, be warned of this guy named Chance Wilkins. He'll jack off on your children. Not only that, he'll sit there and jack off on video chat with them.
Number 3, Kate Peters from Masshole Reports. This was one of Cyrax's failed murder attempts. Got into the planning stages, but he never got farther than that because he didn't realize the person he was plotting with was just a troll. But I can guarantee you, Cyrax fully intended to murder Kate Peters and her small children with venomous snakes.
I don't think I heard
bro, I'm not trying to fucking deal with this shit, Marty. Like, you gonna sit there and fucking leak shit about a fucking conversation that Tyler stitched together, bro? Like, dude, me and the dude that I was on the phone with is a fucking homie of mine, and we were just talking about fucking snakes. Totally fucking unrelated shit, bro. Totally unrelated shit. But yeah, here you come, fucking leaking a goddamn phone conversation like a little fucking bitch.
I love that your music is
They were pretty much like you may go consider Hitler and now this Hitler. Like Marty said,
I mean, you can turn those through me again?
yeah. Okay, speaking of bitch. Okay, speaking of these things, I know that we're talking about
Damn it, always stream again. Playing games.
one of the things you say has people saying several times. Well,
Yeah, I used to do the silver code. It's been in there for like 6 to 8 years.
As far as you feel it, but the king cobra would put you to sleep and that would feel it very much. So, what are you thinking? King cobra where they don't feel it so much that they just go to sleep and never wake up? And barnacle cobra where they feel it and it's painful as fuck. You know what I'm thinking? I think maybe a combination of two parents put together. Ooh, they feel very good on vinyl.
Yeah, the Kendo guy is he's not really that boring. He's just intensive freaking hot-titted bitch boy. I mean, I don't really know how else to say. I can't even really explain them, as you can tell.
Number 4, Highland Park shootings.
I love
If
this
you've seen
one.
Music Biz Marty's stream from last night, you'd know that not only is Cyrax heavily involved in the Highland Park shootings, he was also most likely the man on the roof.
Like, I don't want to spoil any investigations. I don't want this guy to go on the
I don't think
lam.
snake bites would do
I
anything
don't
to
want
Cyrax.
to,
He's probably immune. He's a
uh,
little goblin.
give him the heads up and give him the jump, but everyone that I've heard from, and I think there's an element of fear here, but they all say that, and I think they're afraid to come forward and say it, since the actual gun is still out there. But everyone is convinced.
The hell is that?
Everyone knows. Everyone who was there knows and says and reiterates that yes, Bobby was most likely the getaway driver. As Chance is afraid to drive. He's never had a driver's license, and Bobby would always drive him around. But everyone who was
if
there
goblins drink snake
told
venom,
me,
does that mean
or
Cobra
told
would get his
other
ass
people
kicked by
who told
fucking
me
Cyrax?
that it wasn't actually Bobby on there, it was Chance.
If you guys don't know, there was a murder that went down a few days ago. And all of a sudden now, this YouTuber who is
I don't
one of
know
my
this.
bullies, by the name of Music Biz Marty, is now accusing me of being an accomplice
Oh, you're
to that murder.
Chris Chan? I don't know anything about Chris Chan.
And these are accusations
his
that
rabbit
could
hole is way
change
too big
someone's
for me to
life
jump
for
into. I tried to get into a couple episodes.
for the rest of their life.
Hundreds and hundreds of hours.
These
of nonstop.
accusations that are being made against me
It's such a slow burn compared to
could
Cyrax.
change my life for the rest of my life for the worst. You have no proof to back up what you say, Marty.
A lot of returns to the scenes of crimes are ones where somebody returns to some place where they really never wanted to be in the first place. Someplace they disliked, they disagreed with, and then they can't help themselves. They find they can't help themselves, they go back. It's a very weird thing.
It probably is Kendo. But whatever. Oh, Cyrax will never be Chris Chan. I mean, the worst that's going to happen to Cyrax, he's just going to get arrested, and then pretty much he's going to go into a real. I mean, eventually Cyrax is going to get arrested, and that's pretty much it for him. I mean, the judge will tell him he's not allowed back on the internet.
By dusk, the name Chance Wilkins will be a national name.
Number 5, Heather Kraut. Death by trench mouth. We all knew how disgusting Cyrax's mouth and hygiene were, but we had
I'm not using any alts. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I was watching this lovely stream and texting my friend on Facebook, actually. Because I can do that, right? I have my PC here. I have Facebook open on one side, stream open on the other, and we're just watching the stream, watching Cyrax just and his trail of death.
Greetings, everyone. Here today to talk about a menace. This person is basically a serial killer that operates out in the open. His name? Chance Wilkins. This man has left a trail of death behind him wherever he goes, When he's not actually killing people, he's attempting to kill people with various murder plots. I'm going to talk about the murders we already know about, as well as the attempted murders that failed, and then I'm going to leave you with 2 more new cases that have never been talked about before. Number 1, Zach Hussein. Cyrax always talks about him being his best
Clyde,
friend.
who is Clyde?
We've all seen the footage. You know he shot him right in the chest. In the heart, to be exact. Only a sick freak could latch onto the person they murdered and claim they were their best friend.
What's up, guys? On December 7th of 2015, I lost someone who was very near and dear to me.
You and I both know that I had nothing to do with Zach's death. You and I both know his real killer is sitting in prison on 20 plus years.
I lost one of my best friends in the world, Zach Hussein, due to him being shot and killed by somebody that had robbed their store.
The next bullet in your head, bitch.
It was his family's. It was his family's pizza shop.
Tonight, people in Akron mark a somber anniversary. 1 year ago tonight, Zach Hussein was shot and killed, gunned down while working in his family's pizza shop. And as News 5 anchor Frank Wiley learned, his family and friends are still mourning.
Number 2.
You know, see, earlier when I was texting
now,
on my
this is a
phone,
unique situation. Cyrax never actually killed this person, but she hated Cyrax so much, and he kept on harassing her so much that she was forced to fake her own death.
And I'm gonna go ahead and name a name right now. Cyrax. I'm sick and fucking tired of hearing his fucking name. And honestly, when I see all my homies and all my people that I truly love and care about and put down for, because they're my juggalos and my fucking actual family, when I see these people talking nothing about Cyrax this and Cyrax that, why the fuck are you guys bringing in all these non-juggalos? No, Bender boys, Cyrax is not a juggalo. Go ahead and I swear to God, you can quiz him on anything and he's not gonna get any of that right. Cyrax is a fucking bitch. And not only that, he fucking killed a little kid. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? He is actually a murderer. He fucking caused a little girl to kill herself from being bullied on the internet.
Mothers out there that have young children, be warned of this guy named Chance Wilkins. He'll jack off on your children. Not only that, he'll sit there and jack off on video chat with them.
Number 3, Kate Peters from Masshole Reports. This was one of Cyrax's failed murder attempts. Got into the planning stages, but he never got farther than that because he didn't realize the person he was plotting with was just a troll. But I can guarantee you, Cyrax fully intended to murder Kate Peters and her small children with venomous snakes.
Like, bro, I'm not trying to fucking deal with this shit, Marty. Like, you gonna sit there and fucking leak shit about a fucking conversation that Tyler stitched together, bro? Like, dude, me and the dude that I was on the phone with is a fucking homie of mine. And we were just talking about fucking snakes. Totally fucking unrelated shit, bro. Totally unrelated shit. But yeah, here you come, fucking leaking a goddamn phone conversation like a little fucking bitch.
They were pretty much like, you may go consider her Hitler and now Hitler. Like,
who's that?
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of a bitch. Okay. Speaking of these things, I know that we were talking about this earlier. Which one of the things you say has the most names?
Who's Jax?
Well,
Jax, I know you're one of Puckcat's friends.
King Cobra, where they don't feel it so much, they just go to sleep and never wake up. And Monaco Cobra, where they feel it and it's painful as fuck. You know what I'm thinking?
No, I don't talk to Robert anymore. In fact, he told me that he doesn't like the way I look, so he's gonna stop talking to me. I'm like, God damn you, motherfucker! Now we're mortal enemies. Congratulations. I haven't talked to him in over a year, honestly speaking.
Number 4, the Highland Park shootings. If you've seen Music Biz Marty's stream from last night, you'd know that not only is Cyrax heavily involved in the Highland Park shootings, he was also most likely the man on the roof.
Like, I don't want to foil any investigations. I don't want this guy to go on the lam. I don't want to give him the heads up and give him the jump, but everyone that I've heard from, and I think there's an element of fear here, they all say that, and I think they're afraid to come forward and say it, since the actual gun is still out there. But everyone is convinced, everyone knows, everyone who's there knows and says and reiterates that, yes, Bobby was most likely the getaway driver. His Chance is afraid to drive. He's never had a driver's license, and Bobby would always drive him around. But everyone who's there tells me, or has told other people who've told me, that it wasn't actually Bobby on there, it was Chance.
If you guys don't know, there was a murder that went down a few days ago, and all of a sudden now, this YouTuber who is one of my bullies, by the name of Music Biz Marty, is now accusing me of being an accomplice to that murder. And these are accusations that could change someone's life for the worst, for the rest of their life. These accusations that are being made against me could change my life for the rest of my life for the worst. You have no proof to back up what you say, Marty.
A lot of returns to the scenes of crimes are ones where somebody returns to someplace where they really never wanted to be in the first place. Someplace they disliked, they disagreed with, and then they can't help themselves. They find they can't help themselves, they go back. It's a very weird thing.
What the fuck, man? That's such bullshit, man. You guys are fucking retarded, man. You guys literally believe that's him. That's clearly edited.
By dusk, the name Chance Wilkins will be a national name.
Number 5, Heather Kraut. Death by trench mouth. We all knew how disgusting Cyrax's mouth and hygiene were, but we had no idea it would be the kiss of death for his former girlfriend, Heather. story that we've been hearing is that she died from a heart attack due to congestive heart failure. Then, of course, we heard some more juicier rumors that possibly Cyrax had something to do with her death, something to do with maybe drugging her with pills, which would not surprise me at all. We've all seen his stream where he is basically gleeful and rejoicing in her death. I've never actually seen him that happy. It's quite amazing how brazen he was, so I do think probably Cyrax has had something to do with her death. But I was discussing it with someone else, and we got thinking maybe there's something else here at play. Maybe she picked up an infection from Cyrax. We all know how unhealthy Cyrax is. Like, look at his teeth and gums, and he looks like he's dying. He looks like a radioactive mutant. So I know you're thinking probably he would have transferred it to her through sexual contact, genital to genital contact, but I don't think that's the case. I think I can pinpoint the exact moment that Cyrax infected Heather with the fatal virus, and it was the time they did the failed kiss.
Yeah, and watch what happens.
Nice word, bud. Yeah, let's try that again, shall we?
And just look at her reaction there. Like, that's you can almost tell that something was transferred to her there. She couldn't even breathe. Took the breath right out of her. Now look at her before she actually moved to Cyrax. She was healthy, she was eating, she wasn't coughing.
Good, y'all.
My grandpa used to tell me that all the time.
Right though, right? But yo, I will catch you guys in just a little bit.
Okay.
My body is back. This pizza good.
Now look at her just a short while after. She's already got some type of serious health problems going on, and they only continue to get worse.
I guess it's Taco Tuesday. Oh.
Oh God.
Oh. Yeah, I think Tony went to get some more photos of it. I don't know. Hey, I wonder if Tony took Photoshop in high school.
Now, I know you're thinking this probably sounds kind of far-fetched, but there's one thing I do know about criminals is they always like to confess their crimes. They always need to get it out and brag about it. So just take a look at this stream and see what you think.
Was her teeth rotten by any chance?
Somewhat, yeah.
That could also be another possible reason for it, because if you didn't know this, my one of my family members actually has heart issues due to the fact that all of his teeth is ruined. And the bacteria in your mouth can actually cause you to have heart attacks, strokes, seizures, and so much more.
Exactly, because the infection goes down through your teeth into your jaw, and then from there it goes into your body.
Exactly. It could be spread through your blood. What goes through your heart?
Blood.
There you go.
There you go indeed. Now, if that is not a full confession, I don't know what is. Number 6, the attempted assassination of Music Biz Marty by a hitman. Cyrax conspired with his girlfriend and another person to hire a hitman to take out Marty. Of course, he was very quick to turn on everyone else involved in order to save his skin once the plan fell apart.
So, Paige, Caitlin, y'all really want to sit there and stab me in the motherfucking back? And Marty, Paige, Caitlin, let me tell y'all motherfuckers the real goddamn truth about
like
what
you,
really went
I don't
fucking
talk to
down.
Bobby anymore, Robert.
See, that
he
night
told me
that me and my
funny,
friends
and then he just
were talking,
went away.
it was
And I was like,
myself
fuck you, man,
and
you
mine and
fucking
Caitlin's friends,
bastard.
Brittany,
And that was
DeMarco,
the relationship. That
and
was,
Ted. We were all sitting down talking about how to take care of Marty, correct? Caitlin came up with the idea of talking to her ex, Kayvon, and having Kayvon murder Marty. She was planning on paying Kayvon, her ex, to fucking murder him. I had nothing to do with it. I was against Caitlin doing that. I was against that idea. I didn't even want her talking to him. So Paige, You need to keep your fucking mouth shut, you little bitch, because I ain't going to jail over something that some bitch, that your little bitch sister, Caitlyn, did. I ain't have anything to do with Marty being possibly killed. If anything, I saved him from being killed. I tried to tell Caitlyn not to fucking do it.
Number 7. The attempted poisoning of Ed. This is one of the new cases that hasn't been discussed before. As if Ed hadn't put up with enough torment already, now Chance is trying to kill him. What you're looking at here is a screenshot of Cyrex's search history on his computer. Someone just happened to screen cap this when he was in the middle of a stream. Let's zoom in and see if we can see anything interesting. Fried rice syndrome. I wasn't even sure what that meant, so I had to Google it. It actually refers to the act of getting food poisoning from eating food that has been sitting out too long. The food is left out and then reheated later, which causes the bacteria to multiply, as often is the case with fried rice. Well, what does this have to do with murdering Ed, you wonder? Normally it would be nothing. In fact, it could have been related to Cyrex's food poisoning when he was shitting himself.
Oh shit, y'all guys, it's storming out. Gotta go. Love you guys.
However, I was sent this footage, which leads me to believe there was another reason Cyrax was Googling fried rice syndrome.
And this is 1 year just been dry 25 baht. Yeah. And this hom mai tơi hom premium 24.20. So cheaper than jasmine rice. Because it's just white rice. Yeah, the texture and the smell when you cook it is just like.
Cyrax knows full well Ed has had enough of him and wants him out of the house. In fact,
come on, that's totally fucking fake, man. That's fucking
Cyrax knows he has to get rid of Ed in order to secure his future with Sally. What better way to take him out?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Poisoning.
Fuck you guys.
Like an accident. Number 8, Robo Abby, Cyrax's former girlfriend. We all heard Chance's version of what happened to Abby. She was suicidal, laid down in the front of a train track, and changed her mind at the last minute, only losing her arm in the ordeal. But I've recently been sent footage that proves Cyrax's story is a complete lie and fabrication.
And David, you can't really blame them when that attack came out of absolutely nowhere. It happened here yesterday around 4:30 in the afternoon. And I want to get you back to that video, a longer shot of that video of what happened. The victim seen walking along the southbound platform when this stranger practically puts her in a bear hug and tosses her onto the train tracks as though she's just a sack of potatoes.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
As if nothing happened.
There you have it. 8 attempted murders. Some were successful, some not successful, and some are still apparently a work in progress. How many more have to die before someone steps up to stop this menace?
I'm a man of wealth and taste. Been around for a long, long year. So many man's soul to waste.
This video gets a 0 out of 10 for me. It's a fucking travesty. Oh my.
Made damn sure that pilots washed his hands and sealed his.
That's what I want to watch right now. Paul.
Wanted to throw a quick disclaimer before you guys watch it. For warning.
Like, I didn't even know there was such a thing. I didn't even know there was incest fanfiction. were there about you and Barbara. I can't believe that.
Long, but it definitely feels like an hour-long listen. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys got a proper warning.
Incest fanfics have come true and shit.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. I didn't even know there was incest fanfics. Were there about you and Barbara. I can't believe that. I didn't even think that. I knew that you guys had a good relationship, but I always thought, because I'm not huge on Christery and, you know, whatever, I just thought that the whole Sonetry franchise was very interesting, and that's how I got into you when I was younger, right? But I didn't have any idea that Barbara was, that Barbara and you had that sort of relationship. I never got any of those vibes. But how did you approach her?
Approached her with care and caution.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a time approach. So I just gave her comfort and talked with her, and we just branched out slow and steady. And then I encouraged her positively, let her make the first move. And she wanted to do it. And
she did? Really? She made the first move?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, Barbara. How did she do it, if you don't mind me asking? What was the first move?
This is disgusting, man.
I don't remember exactly.
This fucking troll shit has gotta stop, man. Fuck these trolls. Fuck them.
I forgot exactly what terminology.
That's why I have to say these trolls.
Approach I used, but I approached with care and caution.
That's good.
And I was direct and upfront with her for the most part.
That's good. And how did she respond when you approached her? What did she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was I think she was partially confused at one point, but then she came around, obviously, with the more approaching that I was doing with her along the way.
Right. So she got into it. How was the first kiss? You kissed her? How did that feel? Having known this woman for your whole life, how did that feel?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was simple lip to lip kiss content, but yeah, it was actually good and it felt right.
When did you start having feelings for Barbara?
Obviously, for a long time. I mean, I remember even mentioning some time ago in one of my videos that I even had dreams where I had sex with her, obviously.
Really?
So,
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right. The Oedipus complex.
Oh, Oedipus, that's right, yeah. Yeah, that's right. How, if you don't mind me asking, I know that's probably personal, you have to answer, but how is the sex?
I'd say it was satisfactory. It took a while. It took a few tries to...
It took a few tries, yeah. She is older.
And plus, also, she's very understanding about the whole thing as well. I was direct with her, still direct and honest with her. I made sure that obviously, I'm never gonna propose marriage to her at all because we're already daughter and mom.
Yeah, mother and daughter. You know, they say there's no stronger bond than a mother and her daughter. Sorry?
We've been doing it every third night, and the first night being on June 27th.
Oh, you have a routine? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have a stable relationship, because you know it's not going to end. Like, if anything happened, you'd still be mother and daughter. It's not going to like be explosive breakup, right? At least that's comforting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said since June.
It took us a few nights.
Right.
It took us a few nights to figure out what felt right and what didn't feel right. And
does your mother enjoy it?
She's having a good time, literally.
She is? She's having a good time?
Especially what we figured out.
That's great to hear. Do you guys act more like mother and daughter, or do you guys act more like, lovers? When, like, say you come home from, the supermarket and you see Barbara, do you say, hey, sweetheart, or do you say, hi, mom?
Yeah, I haven't called her mom in quite some time now.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I'm more of a calling her love at this point.
But you recently started dating Fiona, isn't that's true, right? In an open relationship?
Yeah, it's between Barbara and I, it is an open relationship, and I made that very clear with her.
Right. Is Barbara dating anybody else?
Not.
No? But she's fine with you dating other people, right?
Yeah, she's okay.
Do you guys go on any dates or anything romantic like that?
Well, not anything extravagant, but we do, as often as possible, eat at the dinner table together.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to do much lately because I've had to switch to a soup diet because after getting the crown,
Oh, did you?
Yeah, these.
Right.
And plus, she's still trying to remember her inner child.
Right. That's true, yeah.
Well, but I'm encouraging her towards the positives and
right.
Come on, stop. Get down.
Yeah. Knowing you, Christine, I think that because I understand that she's mature, you know, and she's mature and she's wise. She's wise in her ways. You know, she has experience and she loves you, and you two have a great relationship. But wouldn't you want somebody who's younger, right, and to keep up more with your energy? Yeah. A lot of time with your mom, like whatever you have left with her, that makes sense because, you know, you don't know how long she has left. So you just want to, you just don't want her to be lonely or anything, right?
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, I still would want somebody who was younger or close to my age, obviously. I don't know, maybe,
You don't want anyone who's younger?
Not too many others at this time, but I mean, obviously, with my affirmations, I'm attracting my twin flame, and we proceed towards it more slowly.
Sorry, I'm putting the volume for my. I have a really bad ear because I got sick. Like you can hear from my voice. It's hard to hear anything at all. But I could hear you now. Go ahead.
All right. So anyway, everything with the events and everything, and I was feeling like I really needed a sensual release. And not too many individuals this side of the arc were coming up to the plate right there. So, and then everything was coming into good alignment, and it was in good. The signs were all there. Even Emmanuel, you know, God just said it was okay, and it got me towards it.
God said this is okay? Yeah, then you don't have anything to worry about if God himself said this is fine.
Yeah. And so yeah, I gave it lots of time for myself. I was like, okay, so I'll take a time for it. So.
But how did this happen? How did this come about?
Well, among which just mainly I was really, really horny, and I needed the true and honest relationship to come about. So obviously this was one of the best ways to do it, despite it being with and I don't want to believe in labels at all, but I mean, obviously.
Today we're going over the official text messages that Chris Chan had sent to the troll talking about the things that were going on with Barb. It's way worse than we thought it was. After that, we're reading this tweet that is absolutely blowing up. Dylan Thomas sharing some screenshots with us. I told Chris Chan that I wouldn't make this info public, but it is eating away at me. I know that he will not trust me after this, but I don't care. I asked Chris if he effed his mom earlier, and he said it was true. Then we'll wrap things up with a recent update from Null, clearing up a few things. This shit's so disturbing, I'm not gonna do the whole, thumbs up or blah blah blah, but I do want to say, if yesterday was difficult for you, I hope you're feeling a little bit better today. Warning, so much of this is very, very disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised as always. Just going ahead and sharing this with you. Fresh experience. On the strictly confidential, just between you and I. So yes, Barb and I just had another romp in the hay and an extensive cuddle. Tonight, I started looking into a more consistent pattern to my massaging, and I took the input and focused on getting blood flow into the groin area. Before tonight, I did not really have a set pattern in the massage, aside from feet and legs, followed by hands and arms, the face, front torso, and then a rollover for her back. I have found a more consistent method that works between the legs and arms, but I was inconsistent in the hands and feet. Anyway, also made another attempt at rubbing her vagina, externally at first, then slipping in between the lips and rubbing the inner labia. Then she told me to stop. She's getting more used to being played with down there by hand. Would you believe she's literally never ever masturbated in her entire life? And obviously, those of the 8 guys, counting Robert Chu, before me, were not hitting her G-spot as much with their cocks. I had attempted the first night to rub her in there. I found her spot, but it hurt her. But alternatively, I did find that at cunnilingness, I was good at it with my tongue. And I did also stimulate her clit. That does not seem to hurt her as much, but she still has a limit with that spot as well. Anyway, we're making progress. And when we cuddle, and this actually impresses me more, I literally feel our souls bonding and coming together as one during that time. Damn. It feels so good when that happens. And we talk a good while as well before she heads back upstairs. I've been sending her meditation tracks to stimulate her brain and bring back some of her youth, and the results do show most splendidly. I am so proud of her.
Dude, I haven't changed my
And
shirt.
from her story she told me tonight, she even remembered a fun story that involved her daddy when she was 2 years old. 2 years old. That in itself, at her age, is massively good. She has had memory problems at times beforehand, yes, but she is being better stimulated in her mind and soul, and it really shows. Her mental processing speed is even going back up. She feels this and has told me so herself, and I am so happy and content that I am able.
Wow, this guy is literally sad, man. Chris Chan, literally, he's so happy that he got to pleasure his mother. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? It's fucking sad and disgusting, man. That's sad and disgusting, man. That's terrible, man.
To help her out like this, and it helps me as well because of the experience and the education and learning.
Oh my
These
God.
are considered genuine. Nobody knew of this except one person named Bella, a troll sona of someone called 10th Anonymous, who Chris confided this information in. Early this morning, Greene County Police visited the Chandler residence for a wellness check. Just now, Chris was served an emergency protective order until August 5th. He is not allowed at his home until then. He is also not allowed to contact his mother at all. Barbara is in the hospital for a senior care inspection. Chris has someplace to sleep. I will be dispersing the remainder of the GoFundMe money to him to cover emergency expenses as promised and is legally obligated of me. These allegations are apparently a Class 5 felony if between mother and son. Class 5 felonies are wobblers, crimes that can be either a felony or a misdemeanor, depending on how the crime is charged, and sometimes how the judge or jury decides to treat a conviction. Class 5 felonies in Virginia are punishable by 1 to 10 years in prison when the conviction is a felony, or up to 12 months in jail and a fine of $2,500, misdemeanor. Updates. Null said, Chris intended to stay with extended family. They rescinded the invitation. It's going to take 3 days for GoFundMe money to transfer, at the latest. He can't afford a hotel until it settles. Update 1. Chris has a hotel. Update 2. I have stopped my payments to Chris and asked GoFundMe to refund all donors. Chris lied to me and I've cut contact. Holy shit. Now here are the screenshots that Dylan Thomas tweeted out earlier. Again, he says, I told Chris that I wouldn't make this info public, but it is eating away at me. I know that he will not trust me after this, but I don't care. I asked Chris if he'd fucked his mom earlier, and he said it was true. Dylan said, Chris, you know I hardly ever hit you up, but I feel that this needs explaining. Can you tell me what this is? Chris, keep faith and distance yourself from the drama and chaos going on today. Know that remaining bad vibrations of the world are being sorted and weeded out today. A detail that fell into wrongest of hands can light the paths for the good-intentioned and light-powered individuals. Chris, did you do it? Yes or no? I've been cool with you and have tried to treat you like a normal person. I think that you can at least return the favor with an actual response. I'm gonna have to talk about this, and it would help if you could explain what this is to me. I am not at liberty to discuss about this, and I ask you, please, Dylan, do not drag yourselves into this drama as well. This is a test of the remaining, weeded-out, toxic individuals who would take advantage of such details. You and Taylor are stronger and better than this. It bothers me that you can't say yes or no, Chris. I know the audio was messed with. I just want to know if it's true. I will trust you with the simple answer then. I ask you both to please not screen cap or share even this simple answer. Yes. This is my test for you both as well. Please, prove me right. And some further clarifications here from Null. I'd like to clarify 2 things about Chris Chan's situation. 1, they are not under arrest. 2, they have not been charged with a crime. This may change depending on Barb. Minnesota attorney and YouTuber Rakita Media will discuss Chris's legal situation tonight on his show. Chris lied to me, so I've cut contact. I believe he's violated his EPO by sending money to himself from Barb's bank account. I won't have anything new to say on this issue that's privileged to me. Look, our Chris Chan playlist has over 500 hours of Chris Chan lore, but nothing has ever disturbed me even close to this. Matter of fact, last night I was listening to some of our older videos because shit used to be all fun and happy and funny and shit. Maybe you want to go check out some of our older stuff. I will leave the link to it in the pinned comments. It'll probably make you feel a lot better because this stuff is, it's just getting dark. You know I'll keep you up to date on this story. So if you're a Chris Chan fanatic like the rest of us and you haven't yet subscribed and turned on notifications, you might want to take care of that right now. Chris Chan and Vivian G. Who was Vivian? And what was her role in Chris's life? These are things that you're just not gonna believe, alright? Maybe you already know about her, maybe you don't. Point is, you're gonna learn a lot. In today's video, we're starting a brand new series. We've got a lot of content to cover. Now before we kick off, huge thank you to Sonic Lover 34567 for making this Shaman Chu Sonichu. Very cool. Now I get to be part of the action too. Thank you, my friend. With that having been said, let's begin. If you're half as excited as I am, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps out the video. Vivian G emails. This page covers emails exchanged by Vivian G and Chris between November of 2007 and October of 2008. The story continues in Vivian G emails 2009 and Vivian G emails 2010. The emails. Subject: Sonichu concept. I am Vivian G, originator of the Sonichu concept. I have noticed that you have a strikingly similar character that I have created. Some people have accused me of stealing your idea, and I would like it if you could announce that I have not stolen from you. I would really appreciate that. Vivi G. An initial attempt at trolling Triss in 2007 when she claimed to own Sonichu. Subject: R.E. Please don't do this. From Vivian G. Jesus, are you so high on your horse that you think it's fan art? Jesus Christ, man, you are irritating me. You are putting me under more damn stress than you'll ever have. I already broke up with my boyfriend, and college ain't helping crap. You and your claims of me, your precious characters that mean nothing to anyone. They mean nothing to anyone, because they're worthless to everyone. You think you had a worse weekend, huh? Then tell me your story, and I might feel some damn pity. I want to express my damn self to the internet.
Bye, Greg.
And I find that some jerk who thinks he's so great can call homos wrong, and I had 2 lesbian friends who would be offended by your ignorance and thinks that going around stalking girls will get you a girlfriend. Newsflash, jerk. You mean nothing to this world, and you will never get laid unless you improve yourself. Your troubles with jerk hops isn't because of them, it's because of you. Buzz off and die. Vivian G. A tough love attempt at trying to help him. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. Subject: Just some advice, kid. From Vivian G. As a girl, I think I'd like to know what women want. Here's just one hint. Get rid of that damn medallion. Just destroy it and show the world that you mean business. That'll help you a bit. I mean, honestly, that Sonichu thing just turns most women off. If you really do hang out at the same places, destroying it and showing it to the world might be a way to improve your image. I'll stop. Vivi G. She's an asshole, dude. She tried to help get rid of the medallion, never realizing that shoving it up as you-know-what would be easier. Subject: Liquid fears you. From Vivian G. I've been speaking with Liquid, and he's not really afraid of the hatred from others. What he does fear is you. Telling others that you hate him isn't going to do as much as you telling him directly. Love, Vivi. 9 months go by, and Chris posts his Dykes China video. Vivian attempts to contact him again. Subject: Vivi G. Someone is digging up the old news. From Chris. Firstly, after checking my saved email from you, I wish to apologize for not offering my input on your part of Sonichu in a long time. To make up for that, in case you haven't heard, I have got back to work on Sonichu number 7, 1 page at a time. I've already promised a 2 or 3 page in-comic interview with one Sonichu 1985, aka Robert Simmons, based on his YouTube videos. But I believe that I will have a few more free pages after doing his interview. So with your permission, I can interview you as well, based on what I've seen on your DeviantArt page. And if I come up with additional questions, I will ask you. Now, on a more urgent matter, those jerks behind the cursed ED webpage and bring up the outdated rumor of you creating Sonichu before me, which, as I recollect from my saved emails with you, you've apologized to me, and you've relinquished assumed ownership on Sonichu. I ask you, as a friend, to log on to ED and set the record straight. You may wish to upload your later art to prove yourself to be who you are. My best lesbian friend, Anna McLaren, aka Annie Banny, created the Shaddam Rocket account on ED to speak in my defense. And I quote, I wrote that blog back when I didn't know Chris personally. I got to know him soon after that, and we became real friends. He's a really nice guy, with a great sense of humor. Yes, to the outsider he is quirky. Some of his actions and the things he says can be funny. But at the same time, he cares deeply about his friends, and all the other good stuff nobody looking at this page wants to hear about. I just wanted to put that out there though, since I obviously can't be permanently deleting the blog inclusion. I'll just have to wait until this whole website is shut down for good. You may also send a message to Anna via email or through MySpace from her page over at MySpace. I promise you, Vivian, that Anna is my trusted friend. Right. As for the images you may upload, may I suggest those that I found interesting on your page? CC and Miss D Adventures 1, another old Chris and Mystria, or Vivi Profile 8. Please set the record straight for me as a friend. Smiley face. Peace, Christian C. Chris apparently cares more about Sonichu than his real-life endeavors. Subject:
Chris, do you not understand what you're doing wrong? About the latest Rosachu comic from Vivian G. First off, no one really wants to know how 2 made-up hedgehogs hook up. No one. People would rather find out how actual people hook up, not hedgehogs.
She's an asshole.
Second off, proving something about a woman's rights or something by having a girl stripping, that's a conflicting message. I don't know what kind of message you're trying to portray. You say you care about women, yet your pictures and other sayings all conflict with one another. I honestly don't know what to feel, except one thing. To quote the great Asuka, disgusting. Third off, you should have better judgment when adding in jokes. That Obama joke comes off as extremely racist. You clearly make the joke about his color with him repainting the White House black. If your father or mother had been teaching you this kind of thing, just learn to think for yourself. Please. Chris, you've got a way to fall. Vivian G.
Chris apparently didn't care. No reply. Subject:
Because no one else is going to explain it to you. Jason Howell has nothing to do with the ED page. From Vivian G. You can pester him all you want, but he has no control over the ED page. He has done absolutely nothing but claim he created it. He hardly did crap to the page. If you want to bring the page down, you will have to speak with the following people: Joseph, the owner; Girl Vinyl, the founder; Ghetto Finger, the developer; Crayola Crime, the admin; and Weave, the attorney. You can find their information in the box with information. Many people contribute to ED, but those are the people who run it. They are the only ones who have the power to bring the page down. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. You need to figure this crap out yourself, man. Also, that 4-cent garbage page also has nothing to do with ED. The people at 4 detest ED, despite all you may have heard. But really, it's just best to let it go. The page will stay up forever. It may haunt you, but you'll have to get over it.
Chris still didn't care. No reply.
Subject. This will be my last message to you unless you reply. This message will be about everything. From Vivian G. I don't know where to begin. I'm not even sure why I'm sending this to you. Listen to me. Listen. No one gives two craps that your pictures are now all on the internet for everyone to see. Tons of celebrities have nudes and they don't care. They're way more popular than you'll ever be, so don't get your panties in a bunch. Sonichu Fan is a troll. Why else would he be the one to set you up with Kawaii? Can't you understand that? I mean, all he's doing is imitating your mannerisms. Look at his latest video. He stuffed his shirt so he can look more like you. I can't believe you're so naive. They are no fans of Sonichu. Sonichu is a visualization of properties that belong to other people. Your entire comic is pretty much garbage. Sonichu will never get anywhere. Quit your dreams of Sonichu. The game, the comic, merchandise, everything, now. And if you still feel a need to be creative, or whatever BS you say, make something completely original. Don't base it off your life. Don't base it off stuff that exists. Just make something completely new. If you quit Sonichu and start working on your real life harder, I'm sure you'll find success. If you stay in your deluded fantasy land, I don't know what you will become. You've never tried when it comes to women. Never! You can't just sit around and wait for it to happen. You have to make it happen. If you can't muster up the courage to do that, then you will never get a wife, let alone a girlfriend. There are places where single men and women go to. I'll let you find them on your own, in your area. Take off that medallion! I can't stress this enough. If you do, it will signify your detachment from Sonichu and a brighter future. Forget about all those haters. They don't hate you. They're trolling you. They want to see you become this way. Don't you understand? There is no reason for you to get upset about them. That's what they want. If they see you upset, defeated, angry, you're just giving them the victory. Your latest comics as a retaliation is a result of that, and they love it. They don't view it as an attack. They view it as a victory. If you feel you can't do any of this, get a therapist, a real one. Ask your parents to send you one. Do something about your life instead of complaining and drawing comics about it. Chris, you've got a way to fall, but you can change that. Vivian G.
No reply again. We can see that, by trying to be a white knight, she is still a better person than Chris will ever be.
Subject. Listen, please. I broke my promise to stop the contact. This is how severe it's gotten. From Vivian G. Chris, you have to listen to me. Please, for God's sake, man. You need to stop trusting everyone on the internet. Go outside. Meet women like you used to. The good days for you, man. Don't you want those back? Get off the internet. Panda is a troll. She's just setting you up for a fall. Reply telling me you acknowledge this. Please, Vivian.
After warning him about Blanca, Sonichu Fan 1985, and Panda, Chris finally listens.
I have read, understood, and acknowledged your email, Vivian. Listen, I receive a lot of unbelievable emails about putting down my Panda, saying that she is a troll. Well, she and I have a true, honest relationship between her and me. Unless I have hard evidence proving that for real, not the lame evidence like mudkips, pickles, web documents, and digital text, like an audio recording of her voice talking to someone on the dark side, or a video of the same thing that was not chopped and edited or whatever. When such concrete evidence arises,
I'll be more inclined to believe you, as well as the popular opinion. Peace, Christian C. Another thing, Vivian. Saturday, 27th September 2008. Without total realization, I have uploaded a few of your works, Sonichu related, onto my Sonichu side account. May I continue to upload the rest of what I have from you and quote you, or just leave them off my database and quote you only through your DeviantArt account? I have added your Sonichu fan artwork into my Vivian G folder. Please reply with your answer. Peace, Christian C. Only to care more about Sonichu still. Subject. R.E. Another thing, Vivian.
Chris, no one likes Sonichu. The only reason we like Sonichu is because the entire idea is stupid. Nintendo and Sega will never make Sonichu a reality. Just look at all the games out there today. They have original characters with original stories. Well, at least a few of them. Sonichu and all his stupid furry friends are just rip-offs of mostly just Sonic Team characters. Black Sonichu? Obviously a rip-off of Shadow. You know these chaotic combo things? All just Sonic recolored and given an element. Punchy is also Knuckles, just in hedgehog form. You gotta stop with the Sonichu. Forever. Forever! Are you listening? I had to put together those audiobooks. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen every single Sonichu strip. The only reason so many people like it is because it is so pathetic that it's humorous. But I know you don't want people to think that. You take Sonichu seriously. No one does. No one. Are you listening? Listen to me. Stop Sonichu now. Just stop it. Take down the website. Make something new. Do something more with your creativity that you oh so claim to have. Listen to me. Come on. Reply. I'm sleepy. Vivian.
Damn. And no reply.
Even though you seem to have disappeared, they still managed to get things, like your CD. Whoever you gave the CD out to, they're a part of ED. Stop trusting people so closely, Chris. You're going to get hurt. Vivian.
Still no reply. Subject. Yes, I was wrong. Blanca has been a troll from the start.
She could have fooled me. She's been a troll this entire time. Orchestrating the breakup and the reuniting of you two. Don't you dare let her near you. She's just going to steal your things. Listen, Chris, I'm the last one trying to help you. Honest to God. Vivian.
Again, no reply.
Chris, there is no one else who could get these images. Are you not going to find your so-called true love on the internet, Chris? Seek some help, please, for the love of God. Vivian.
No reply, lol.
Really? Really?
Subject. Did someone get the medallion? Oh, Chris, please tell me that isn't the real one.
Really? Just tell me it's fake. If it is, if not, God, Chris, why didn't you listen?
of February.
Okay, so I've been thinking a bit, and I've got it. It's called The Christian Chandler Show. It only requires a video camera, and you can easily do that. With the show, you can, get popularity, and YouTube will notice you. People become super rich and famous after they've got a deal with YouTube.
You sure about that?
Not only that, you could get noticed by a bunch of companies, and they can sponsor you for money. I can't believe I didn't come up with this sooner. Basically, every day you do a video that can involve a bunch of segments like these. Chris Reviews, your thoughts on the latest games, movies, and anime. Chris Thinks, your thoughts on the latest news. Sonichu Says, latest news about Sonichu. Fashion 101, advice on the latest styles of clothes. Love Dr. Chris. Advice on love. Chris answers. Answer questions from your fans. Chris's life. Shows stuff around your house. Chris recommends. Stuff that you recommend/don't recommend for your viewers.
Oh, how I wish this had become a reality. This would have been so good. Damn, that would have been good. I would have loved that.
Please do this. You need to gain exposure and money. You should also get a new email where fans of the Christian Chandler Show can write in for segments, like Love Dr. Chris, and give you things to Chris review. Love, Vivian.
Thank you, Vivian. I will greatly consider that idea. Although, having a daily show may be a stress for me. Weekly, perhaps.
Peace, Christian C. February 10th.
I was just in the Mumble chat room with my fans and Julie. Clyde later entered, moved everyone out of the chat room, and talked mean to me. And I have completed my promise to him of cleaning my room, which the video proving that is live on YouTube. I feel very uncomfortable when I hear his forcing, dominating voice tone. I would deeply appreciate it if you would talk to Clyde and see if you can coerce him to lay off my case, please. Love and peace, Christian C.
I was listening to the entire thing. I can't stop him. I can only tame him. But I have to agree with pretty much everything he said. I'm not going to stop him until you clean up your act. It's for the best. Vivian.
I am working on my life and bettering it. I promise you, Vivian. If I have to prove it to you, I can and will within your directions of how I can prove it to you. In any case, please have Clyde leave Julie alone. She does not need the abuse. I have given it a great start with cleaning up my room. The video is live. Christian.
From what I've learned from Clyde, this is what you have to do. Get a job and pay off your debts. Vivian.
May 29th.
I've just checked my PSN account, and when Clyde hacked into it recently, he made 2 purchases without my consent. The Variety Map Pack from Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and the Steel and Titanium Pack from Killzone 2, out of the $20 PSN card I had redeemed shortly before. Anyway, it took me down by $15.98. And with due respect, and appreciating you as a fan of my Sonichu and Rosachu stories, and that you've taken the reins for Clyde, I respectfully ask to be reimbursed the $15.98. I would appreciate a check made out for that amount, or an unscratched $20 PSN card sent to me. Quickly, please. I have the police and a lawyer on my side in real life. Thank you for understanding and a prompt response. Peace and love, Christian C.
I'd love to give you the money, but I can't because it's not in our budget. Samantha really loves grade A cat food, you know, and she won't let me give you anything. So I guess you'll have to get the police and your lawyer. Not lawyer. Not lawyer. On us. Sorry, Vivian.
4th of August.
To clarify, Vivian, I am thanking all trolls for their documentation of whatever truths I have shared with them in the past. Granted, they've twisted the words around and made me look bad, stupid, and worse. But the original words and drawings that I have stated and created from my hand have been documented, especially on the ED page. And those documented words and images from years of information separate me from any imposter, especially the brown-striped Jeff. And I am thanking all trolls for even trying to break my spirits, to have me emotionally pick my back up eventually, which was weeks ago now, just to make me grow up emotionally better and more well-off, better business game plans and all that jazz. I've had my revelation for the purpose of trolls and internet bullies from God the other day, and with a full confident heart, well-confirmed thoughts and ponders, and energetic gusto, I thank you all, smiley face. God has put you all on this earth and appointed you all each to pick on my nerves, to challenge my reactions. Now that I fully understand all that beyond, I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I'm just bored. I just like trolling and such. I can finally move on with you all in my background and continue with my drawing and coloring of my stories and books and stand up for my full power on the city of Quickville and beyond, and especially in becoming an emotionally stronger man among all that. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Clyde. Thank you all. Again, my humblest condolences for Clyde. Have a happy thought and stay safe. Love and peace, Christian W. Chandler.
You still haven't learned anything, have you?
15th of August.
I've just heard. Not cool. If you make and sell your DVDs without my authorization, you will be in violation of the counterfeit laws, and I will not go easy. This is your first and last warning.